Welcome back to the Top Flight channel, the official channel of Top Flight computers. Today I'm doing a video on my own computer, how it started, how it is designed right now, and what I may upgrade it to in the future. So without further ado, here we go. Um, it started out, it was in a Cooler Master Storm Scout 2 Advanced Mid Tower, which was a good case. It was black, it had some mesh, it had I think the front two 120 fans had some red lights on them. It was about $60, I think. I'm not sure anymore. And it did well. But I got to a point, and let's just kind of go around it in a loop. I bought this, and it wouldn't fit too well. It was I had the radiator mounted up top, kind of here, and it was doing okay, but I was planning on using my computer as more of an advertisement and a showpiece, so I wanted to get a nicer case. So went from that case to this a Phanteks Enthoo Evolv ATX a tempered glass, and it's done a great job. But let's start back with the core. This is a Z87, a G45, a gaming board from MSI, and yeah, so it's a 3-year-old board, maybe, I think. It's done great. Overclocks pretty well for a board that I bought for 130 spring of 2014, and the fan controller in the BIOS isn't the best, but again, it's not like it's a 170 or even a $230 board that has a more advanced BIOS. So this is overclocking an i7 4770K to a 4.3 gigahertz at 1.28 volts. It's all the time on overclock, well, except right now. And being cooled by an H100i, not a V2, it's just a normal H100i, but it does have two ML120 Pro fans in there. I'm not going to take this panel off because it's a pain in the butt. Oh, come on. And so, yeah. This RAM here is a 16 gigs of a Corsair Vengeance, a DDR3. That's been the same as always. I've had the same chip. Originally, I had a Cooler Master Hyper, a 212 Evo in place of that. Then I got rid of the Evo and I put in a Corsair H60 all-in-one, which is just a single RAD. There's not this bottom RAD down here, and that is now in the media server in there, which I'll get to in another video. So these fans I updated. These are all the same ML120 Pro LED fan. Awesome fan. I started out with a single EVGA ACX, a 2.0, a GTX 760, and then I was playing Assassin's Creed 4 on and it wouldn't really go much past on medium quality on 1080p. Trying to play at 50 or 60 FPS, so I got another 760 and ran those in Sly. And then the 970 launched, and it's a great card. I traded the 760s to a coworker, and at the time, and got a brand new a G1 Gaming 970. And then I ended up getting a Sly because I was running on The Witcher 3, and one card just wasn't enough. And then I ran the Sly on the 970s for a while, and then Pascal launched, and we ended up launching a 1080 Ti. And I'd been watching NVIDIA Volta for a while, but I was tired of waiting and sold the 970 Sly for to get some money to go buy a 1080 Ti. And then a Bitcoin, well, Ethereum got really insane, and I have not been able to buy a 1080 Ti yet because they're expensive. And so then a buddy of mine gave me a 950, and that just isn't enough power. So then just a build last night, and another friend gave me an MSI 970, which is what we have right now. It's gonna do well. I know it will. And I've had the same power supply, awesome power supply. I don't like the cables. These don't flex very well. They're kind of ugly, but you know, whatever. They don't really make RGB or LED RAM for a DDR3, so that's unfortunate. In order to get in order to run on DDR4, or get an NVMe SSD, I'd have to either go on Z170 or Z270, or go on Ryzen. And that just involves a big upgrade. That's motherboard, that's CPU, RAM, and probably if I went on Ryzen, I'd also have to get a mounting bracket. And I still want a 1080 Ti, and that's a bigger thing for me than a newer CPU, because I'm not really having any issues with the CPU at the moment. So, and I'm gonna get some cabling and some actual RGB, not just red fans. I want to get some RGB here. I want to do a lot of RGB. So, and I want to do a full loop. So, the RGB, the upgrade, the CPU upgrade, the loop, that's all on future plans. In a new case, I want to get an Enthoo Lux. It's bigger. It's more, actually a lot more like that. That's the Lux. That's the Evolv. The Evolv is a bit smaller, but I think that the Lux is bigger, a little bit. Backside is glass, so yeah. Yeah, that's about it. I painted the radiator, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'll go over the server in another video. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button down below, and keep watching our channel.